today. From Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30. But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on two separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're sixes.
There's Wilson. Completes this one to Pickens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Finding Pickens for another catch. The Jets at 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, here's Wilson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. If you look at this Steeler defense, they were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
To throw again is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they get it rather easily there. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
On first down, it's Fields. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's taking it right down Broadway. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The New York set to take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Play action. It's Wilson rolling to his right. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Jets have taken the lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
The Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Wilson to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Fields on 1st down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete to Freiermuth. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 2nd and 6. Fields throwing again. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Here's Fields. It's brought in by Harris. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
7 yards there and a first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Sliding out of the pocket. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On second down, here's Fields. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Fields throw hauled in by Washington. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
first down carry for Harris. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Fields now to throw. And he coughed it up. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
To throw is Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
But once again, here comes Garrett Wilson in the Jets offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's Allen. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st down, Fields. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
Out of the gun, Fields. A short one there to Fryermuth. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Fields. He finds his man. Complete. That's Harris. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and a yard. Now it's Fields. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd and short. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing again is Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. This is Harris. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Now Fields. Dancing to his left. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Justin Fields, 30 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Throwing is Wilson. Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Paul ought to give up the middle. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now it's Wilson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So now the Steelers down by 15. Just under 2 minutes to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to Beckham. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They run for it with Harris. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Fields. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 2nd and 6 coming up. A shotgun snap, Fields. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here we go, 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. That's to Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. And one last throw here for Fields. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Wilson. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll run with Allen. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. You talk about this Miami defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, they just held them to a field goal. So to them, that was an almost complete performance. Because, you know, when you really shut someone out, that's complete. But that's pretty darn good, isn't it?
Now 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now Wilson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Here's Hall again. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. On first down, Harper. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun, Harper. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. You talk about this Jets defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, And are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. 6-0 our score after one. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Back to throw. Harper. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Wilson changing the play. Here's a give to Hall. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage.
from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Off play action. Harper. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Dolphins at 9-2 to start play. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how the offense has performed. But I'll bet they're absolutely thrilled with how the defense played last week, holding their opponents to just 3 points, and that was it. They gave anything comparable to that performance, this one's absolutely locked up.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now Achane on 1st and 10. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I was so proud of you in our meeting with the defensive coordinator because you asked the question that set him off. And all you said was, so what improvement do you need to see this week, Coach? And boy, he got fired up, didn't he? Takeaways. We need turnovers. We got to create them. Got so animated, jumped up in our meeting. It was fun to watch.
Somehow I always upset a coordinator in those meetings. Yeah. But they like you. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And going deep for Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Wilson. He finds Pickens over the middle. 7 yards there and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. Completes this one to Pickens. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Third down and 1. They'll run with Hall. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 4th and 1. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff for Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. You talk about this Miami defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
2nd down and 8. call again. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Wilson. Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when you intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here's 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now a 2nd and 10. This is Hall. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. To throw is Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Achane. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Second and 10. Throwing again. Harper. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Harper. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't
but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Wilson. And got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. A short throw to Musgrave. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Wilson. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done. Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Looking to throw. Harper. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 3 yards out. And the Dolphins have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Wilson now off the bootleg. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Hall. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
They'll run. This is Allen. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. A run straight ahead with Achane. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. To throw on third down, Harper. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Dolphins first down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Harper. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session and be saying, hey, run that one back, Coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more times.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Achane. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Achane here. They stay on the ground. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Back to throw. Harper.
Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Here's 1st and goal. And they'll give this to Achane. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we'll watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know, this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 19 carries, 62 yards.
I have to say, partner, their coaches didn't do a very good job of hiding their thoughts this week when they spoke with us, did they? They told us exactly this. We've been good on the ground, but sitting 8th in the league, we know we can kick it up a notch and push for the top 5. So there's no doubt in my mind, we'll see them try to establish that ground game early and try and pick up an early lead.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 3rd down and 6.
I can't help it because I'm just sitting back in admiration right now of what I'm seeing. This is a defense that essentially announces to everyone that they're going to play, you are not running the ball against us. I don't care how you try to go about doing it.
Number 1 rush defense in the league for a reason, and after that last play, they might want to try to go to the air. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 41, here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. And the Jets pressure 2 notches. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Stroud. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Quinnen Williams providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
On first down, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. On second down, a run with Hall. And some room to maneuver. Down the left sideline. Breece Hall. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Throwing is Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Abanikanda. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Brought down in the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. The Jets at 7-4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Pickens. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Now Allen. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. What's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. On first down, here's Stroud. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. Down the right sideline and down to the 27-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Stroud now on 1st and 10. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9. Stroud. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 10 more there and another first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Now Wilson on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So a touchdown. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am.
A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 58 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tied ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll give to Hall. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun to give to Mixon. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's Allen.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
$10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right.
He's got this to Pickens.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. They'll go again with Hall.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. It's the fullback. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and a yard. Now it's Mixon running right. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Running left, it's Mixon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Here's Wilson. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Stroud. He gets this complete to Diggs. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now Stroud. Connecting with Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Stroud to throw it.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Stroud.
And that will be incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Stroud will look to throw once more.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. This is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Texans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
But this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
That's complete to Wicks.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Stroud looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Finding Schultz, and they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Stroud.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.